If you work in software development, you've probably read or heard about the arguments over whether agile software development works anymore. With artificial intelligence nipping at our heels, does agile still really matter? The short answer is yes, and I'm about to tell you why. Hi, I'm Toolie Merchant. I've been an Agile practitioner since 2013, and I've used Scrum and Kanban at over a dozen companies during that time. I've seen what works and what doesn't, and in this channel, I'm going to share my secrets to success with Agile. In this video, I'll tell you what I've discovered that too many Scrum teams miss. I wasn't born knowing Agile. I learned it the hard way. I was introduced to it at a startup company run by a man who didn't explain why we had to meet every morning and why he was tracking absolutely everything we did. It wasn't until after I left that company that I started to piece it together. In my next job, I was called upon to pull together a marketing team that created product sheets, case studies, and white papers for clients. The team members then passed those documents from one specialist to another to complete them. It was at that time that it hit me how I could organize, systematize, and track how long it took to produce those documents so that we could do them more quickly and efficiently. As a result, we made ourselves valuable to our clients and, of course, kept our jobs. What I learned on that job is what it took to get a team to pull together. In a word, trust. If you as an Agile professional struggle with getting your Scrum or Kanban teams to work together successfully, it might be because there's a lack of trust. Maybe they don't trust each other. Maybe they don't trust their manager. Maybe they don't trust the company. Maybe they don't trust you. Something is holding them back, and as the Agile leader in the group, it falls to you to figure it out. So what have I found the answer to be to engendering trust? Relationships. I'm not talking about going out after work and having a beer together, though that can sometimes help. So can team building exercises if done correctly. I'm talking about establishing working relationships and setting expectations. The first thing you do to establish a good working relationship is to treat your team members as individuals with needs, priorities, and concerns of their own. Yes, they're here to do a job, but humans don't do well if they feel they have to compartmentalize to survive at work. If you're aware of the things they're going through and you respond with your humanity, then you're treating them in a way that engenders loyalty and builds trust. As with any relationship, you also need to set clear expectations for the team. As an Agile leader, you are not usually their manager, so you have to lead by influence, and that takes practice. Setting an example of how to behave in a team environment teaches, without a mandate, and it opens up conversations on how your team members can and should treat each other. Now, I must point out that exactly how you set up these happy, functional working relationships is both an art and a science. Paying attention to how your team members are doing can be tricky. There's a fine line between being perceived as nosy or creepy and genuinely caring about the people you lead. This is the kind of distinction that I'll be covering in this channel. So now you know. I invite you to like and subscribe so you know when my next video appears. You also need to know that I teach certification classes for Agile professionals over at remotescrumstudy.com. So visit the site, check out the schedule, and if you're not already certified, I can help you with that too. See the link in the description. I also keep a live chat server where my students can ask for help during working hours. But you can join that chat as well as a paid subscriber whether or not you attend my classes. I'll add that link too. There are plenty of other channels where you can get the details of Scrum and Kanban, but almost no one covers the strategy behind those methodologies. I do. I'm really glad we found each other, so let's figure this out together.